Turquoise waters so clear that visibility reaches 20 feet below the surface. Limestone cliffs rising straight from the sea like ancient sentinels. Hidden coves where time seems to stand still. This is Zakynthos. Most travelers know this Greek island by a single iconic image, the shipwreck on Navagio Beach. But Zakynthos is so much more than that one photograph. This Ionian paradise holds secret swimming spots, mystical sea caves, vibrant local culture, and some of the most dramatic coastal scenery in all of Europe. For 7 days, every corner of this island reveals something extraordinary. From sunrise to sunset, from famous landmarks to hidden treasures, Zakynthos offers a side of Greece that transforms first-time visitors into lifelong devotees. This is a 7-day journey through Zakynthos. No tourist traps, no rushed schedules, just pure discovery, breathtaking beauty, and the kind of moments that remind travelers why they fell in love with exploration in the first place. Welcome to the ultimate road trip through one of Greece's most spectacular islands. Day 1 begins at Porto Kaminia, a hidden gem on Zakynthos' eastern coast that most guidebooks barely mention. The journey here winds through ancient olive groves, narrow roads revealing stunning viewpoints of the Ionian Sea, stretching endlessly toward the horizon. Tiny villages dot the landscape, their whitewashed buildings and terracotta roofs seemingly untouched by time. Porto Kaminia isn't a beach in the traditional sense. This small rocky inlet showcases water so impossibly blue it defies description. The Ionian Sea here displays every shade from deep sapphire to brilliant turquoise, depending on the depth and the angle of sunlight. This secluded spot offers something increasingly rare in modern travel: genuine tranquility. No beach bars, no crowds, just the rhythmic sound of water meeting stone and the occasional fishing boat gliding past. As afternoon transitions toward evening, golden light cascades across the limestone cliffs, painting the landscape in warm amber tones. The first day sets an extraordinary standard for what's to come. Day 2 explores Dafni Beach, positioned on the southeastern coast near the Vasilikos Peninsula. This isn't merely another beautiful beach, it's ground zero for one of nature's most remarkable phenomena. Dafni forms part of the National Marine Park of Zakynthos, a protected area established specifically to safeguard loggerhead sea turtles. From May through October, these magnificent creatures return here, guided by instincts millions of years old, to lay their eggs on this exact stretch of sand. The beach maintains a deliberately understated character. No resort development, no motorized water sports, no commercial beach clubs. Just natural golden sand meeting calm, shallow water. This intentional simplicity serves a purpose. Dafni belongs to the turtles first, and visitors are privileged guests. The water here is remarkably gentle, making it one of the calmest swimming areas on the island. The same characteristics that make it perfect for turtle nesting. Soft sand, gradual depth, minimal wave action make it ideal for families and leisurely swimming. Dafni demonstrates that exceptional travel experiences often carry responsibility. This paradise exists because dedicated people fought to protect it, and its survival depends on every visitor treating it with appropriate respect and care. Day 3 ventures to the legendary Blue Caves, where geology and light combine to create something truly extraordinary. The route leads northward along Zakynthos' western coast, roads hugging dramatic cliffs that plunge directly into the sea. Each curve reveals new vistas and pristine Mediterranean landscape. The Blue Caves sit near Cape Skinnari at the island's tip, accessible only by boat. The small harbor at Agios Nikolas bustles with activity throughout summer months. Dozens of traditional boats, captained by locals whose families have run these excursions for generations, bob gently in crystal-clear water. The journey across open water provides stunning views of Zakynthos' coastline. Sheer cliffs rise hundreds of feet, their white limestone faces carved into dramatic formations by millennia of wind and waves. The caves invite swimming, and the experience is unforgettable. The water is refreshingly cool and possesses exceptional clarity. Swimming through these caverns with the rocky bottom visible 10, 15, even 20 feet below, all bathed in that impossible blue light, creates a dreamlike sensation. This is why the Blue Caves rank among Zakynthos' essential experiences. They take simple elements, light, water and rock, and combine them in ways that challenge expectations of what natural beauty can achieve. The return journey to shore provides time to process the experience, watching the cliffs and caves recede, understanding why this location exceeds its already considerable reputation. Evening brings a shift from natural wonders to cultural exploration in Zakynthos Town, the island's capital and principal port. The town itself carries a fascinating historical narrative. In 1953, a catastrophic earthquake destroyed most of the island's structures. Yet, rather than abandoning their architectural heritage, the people of Zakynthos chose to rebuild their capital in the same Venetian style that had characterized it for centuries, preserving cultural identity while creating something new. The waterfront stretches along Zakynthos' main harbor, lined with elegant buildings featuring arched facades and pastel colors. Restaurants and cafes occupy ground floors, their outdoor seating areas filling with locals and visitors as evening approaches. Solomos Square, named after Greece's national poet Dionysios Solomos, who was born here, serves as the town's heart. Agios Dionysios Church, dedicated to the island's patron saint, dominates the harbor skyline. Its impressive bell tower rises above surrounding buildings, and its interior houses ornate decorations and the saint's relics in an elaborate silver casket. The evening promenade, or volta, is a beloved Greek tradition, and Zakynthos Town embraces it fully. As temperatures cool, locals emerge from leisurely walks along the waterfront, stopping to chat with friends, enjoying gelato, simply being part of community life. Zakynthos Town demonstrates the island's dual character. Stunning natural beauty exists alongside rich cultural heritage. This balance makes Zakynthos more than just a beach destination, it's a place with depth, history and living traditions. Day 4 reveals one of Zakynthos' most spectacular hidden treasures, Porto Limnionas, located on the island's wild western coast. The drive along the western coastline presents increasingly dramatic scenery. The road climbs and descends through hills covered in Mediterranean vegetation, wild thyme, sage and pine trees releasing their fragrance in the warm air. Viewpoints appear frequently, each offering breathtaking perspectives of the rugged shoreline below. Porto Limnionas announces itself suddenly, a small parking area, a handful of vehicles, and a narrow path descending toward the sound of waves. This isn't a beach, it's something far more extraordinary. The landscape here is raw and powerful. Limestone cliffs create a narrow inlet where the Ionian Sea has carved a natural swimming pool from solid rock. The water depth changes dramatically, from shallow turquoise near the rocks to deep indigo blue just meters away. The water clarity is exceptional. Looking down from the rocks, the bottom is visible at depths of 15-20 feet or more. Schools of fish navigate between rock formations, sea urchins cluster in shallow areas, the entire underwater landscape is on full display. Swimming here feels like entering another world. The water is refreshingly cool, a welcome relief from the summer heat. Rock formations create natural archways and swim-throughs. The taverna above serves traditional Greek food with possibly the best view on the entire island. Tables are positioned at the cliff edge, allowing diners to watch swimmers below while enjoying fresh seafood, Greek salads, and cold local wine. Porto Limnionas represents Zakynthos at its most authentic. No development, no commercialization, just natural beauty enhanced by the simplest human touches. Ladders for access, a family taverna, and generations of locals sharing their special place with visitors who appreciate it. Evening brings an unexpected cultural immersion. The festival of Agios Dionysios, Zakynthos' patron saint, celebrated every August the 24th. Saint Dionysios holds profound significance for Zakynthos. Born on the island in the 16th century, he became Archbishop of Aegina before returning home, where his acts of compassion and miracles earned him sainthood. His incorrupt relics remain in the church bearing his name, and islanders celebrate him with genuine devotion. Thousands of residents and visitors gather for a litania, a religious procession carrying the saint's silver reliquary through the town. This isn't performed for tourists, it's an authentic expression of faith that has occurred annually for centuries. Church bells ring across the town, their peals echoing off buildings and across the harbor. Incense fills the air, its sweet, distinctive aroma mixing with the evening breeze. Byzantine chants echo from the procession. The combination of sound, scent, and visual spectacle creates an intensely atmospheric experience. Fireworks eventually light up the night sky over the harbor, their reflections doubling in the dark water below. The booms echo off the surrounding hills. The entire town seems to pause and watch this finale. Experiencing this festival offers insights into Zakynthos that no beach visit can provide. This is an island with living traditions where faith and community remain central to daily life, where ancient practices continue with undiminished enthusiasm. Day 5 brings the moment many travelers wait for, Navagio Beach, the iconic shipwreck beach that has become synonymous with Zakynthos itself. Navagio is inaccessible by land. Sheer cliffs hundreds of feet high completely surround this small beach, creating a natural fortress that can only be reached by sea. This isolation is part of its magic. Boat trips to Navagio depart from several points around the island. The journey itself provides spectacular coastal views, traveling along Zakynthos' western shore where cliffs drop vertically into water of impossible depth and clarity. As the boat rounds a final headland, Navagio appears. The sight is breathtaking even for those who've seen countless photographs. White limestone cliffs rise 300 feet on 3 sides, creating a horseshoe-shaped cove. In the center sits the rusted remains of the MV Panagiotis, a smuggler's ship that ran aground in 1980 under mysterious circumstances. The beach itself is composed of white pebbles and sand, so bright in the sunlight it almost hurts to look at directly. The water displays every shade of blue simultaneously: deep sapphire in the depths, brilliant turquoise in the shallows, crystalline clear where tiny waves lap the shore. The shipwreck, despite decades of decay, remains remarkably intact. Rust has painted the white pebbles orange around its hull. The bow points toward the cliffs, as if still trying to escape. The contrast between the deteriorating vessel and the pristine natural setting creates a surreal, almost dreamlike scene. Boats anchor in the cove, allowing passengers time to swim and explore. The water temperature is perfect and the clarity is extraordinary. Swimming around the shipwreck provides unique perspectives. From water level, the rusted hull looms large, a piece of human history slowly being reclaimed by the sea. The beach fills with visitors, but the dramatic scale of the cliffs makes even crowds seem small. The time allocated at Navagio always feels too short. This is a place place that demands contemplation, that rewards simply sitting on the pebbles and absorbing the extraordinary convergence of natural beauty and human history. The departure reveals new angles of the cliffs, each perspective offering fresh appreciation for the geological forces that shaped this remarkable location. Navagio lives up to every expectation, delivering an experience that justifies its status as one of Greece's most photographed locations. The same afternoon extends to Zakynthos' southern tip for an exploration of the Keri Caves, a less famous but equally spectacular geological wonder. The Keri region represents a different character of Zakynthos. Where the north is dramatic and wild, the south feels more intimate, with smaller coves and caves creating a coastline of endless variety. The boat trip to Keri Caves navigates along cliffs that are lower than Navagio's giants, but no less beautiful. The caves here are numerous. Some are shallow indentations barely worthy of the name. Others penetrate deep into the cliffs, their interiors cool and echoing, lit only by light reflected off the water. One cave in particular stands out, a large cavern with an opening in its roof, creating a natural skylight. Inside, the water glows with that same electric blue seen in the northern blue caves. Swimming is encouraged, and the experience is remarkable. The caves provide natural pools of varying depths. Some areas are shallow enough to stand, while others drop to surprising depths just feet away. As the boat moves from cave to cave, each reveals new wonders. Some have multiple chambers connected by narrow passages. Others feature rock formations that resemble sculptures, natural art created by thousands of years of waves and weather. This combination, Navagio's iconic grandeur in the morning, Keri's intimate beauty in the afternoon, demonstrates Zakynthos' remarkable diversity, how a single island can offer such contrasting but equally memorable experiences. Day 6 brings adventure of a different kind at Agios Nikolas, located on the island's northeastern coast. This beach serves as one of Zakynthos' premier water sports centers while maintaining its natural beauty. The beach stretches for several hundred meters, its golden sand meeting calm, shallow water perfect for activities. Unlike some of the more rugged coastal locations visited earlier, Agios Nikolas offers accessibility and amenities without sacrificing the island's essential character. Parasailing provides the ultimate perspective on Zakynthos. Rising hundreds of feet above the water, suspended beneath a colorful parachute, offers breathtaking views of the coastline, the mountains inland, and the endless blue of the Ionian Sea stretching to the horizon. The beach infrastructure supports these activities without overwhelming the natural setting. Small rental kiosks, safety equipment, and professional instructors ensure activities are conducted safely and responsibly. Between the activities, the beach itself invites relaxation. Sunbeds and umbrellas are available, but there's also ample space for those who prefer to spread towels on the sand. Beach tavernas serve refreshments, fresh fruit, and light meals. As afternoon progresses, the water sports area gradually quiets. The high-energy morning gives way to a more relaxed atmosphere. Swimmers enjoy the calm water. Families build sand castles. The beach transitions from activity center to peaceful coastal retreat. Agios Nikolas demonstrates that Zakynthos accommodates different travel styles. Those seeking adventure and activity find abundant opportunities, while those preferring tranquility can discover it even at the island's busier locations. Day 7 brings a return to tranquility at Marathias Beach, located on the southern Keri Peninsula. After 6 days of exploration and activity, this peaceful beach provides the perfect setting for reflection and relaxation. The water is shallow for a considerable distance, making Marathias particularly family-friendly. The gradual depth allows for long, leisurely swimming, and the gentle waves create a soothing soundtrack that encourages hours of peaceful contemplation. Sea turtles frequent this area, and careful observers might spot them surfacing for air before diving back into the depths. As at Dafni, this beach serves as protected nesting habitat, and the same respectful awareness is appropriate. The Mediterranean vegetation releases its aromatic oils in the heat: rosemary, thyme, wild sage, creating natural perfume. Marathias provides ideal contrast to these spectacular but crowded highlights. Where Navagio overwhelms, Marathias soothes. Where the blue caves astonish, Marathias simply satisfies. Both experiences are essential to understanding Zakynthos' complete character. The final evening culminates at Keri Lighthouse, positioned at Zakynthos' southwestern tip, for what promises to be an unforgettable sunset. The lighthouse sits on dramatic cliffs that drop vertically into the Ionian Sea. It's a simple white structure, functional rather than ornate, but its location is spectacular. Standing here provides panoramic views across the open sea, with nothing between this point and the distant horizon where sky meets water. Below the cliffs, the water depth creates extraordinary color effects. As the sun begins its descent, the sky transforms. The intense blue of afternoon softens. Couples stand close together, photographers set up tripods, groups of friends share wine and conversation. Everyone grows quieter as the spectacle intensifies, until the moment of sunset arrives, and it's the perfect conclusion to 7 days in Zakynthos. Like the island itself, it combines dramatic beauty with moments of quiet contemplation, spectacular views with intimate experiences, natural wonders that inspire awe while creating connection to something greater. Seven days in Zakynthos, 168 hours that somehow felt both impossibly brief and perfectly complete. This island has revealed itself layer by layer. The famous sights, Navagio Beach, the Blue Caves, more than lived up to their legendary status, but the deeper discoveries came in quieter moments. Porto Kaminia's secluded beauty, the authentic festival celebrating Agios Dionysios, the tranquil perfection of Marathias Beach, the sunset at Keri Lighthouse. 7 days proved enough to fall in love with this island. A lifetime wouldn't be enough to fully explore everything it offers, and perhaps that's exactly as it should be. Some places are meant to call you back again and again, each visit revealing new secrets while reinforcing why you came in the first place. This is Zakynthos, this is Greece. This is what travel should always feel like. Until next time, the island waits. The water stays that impossible blue. Somewhere, a sea turtle is making its ancient journey back to the beach where it was born, guided by instincts older than human memory, returning home to one of the Mediterranean's last true paradises.